also wrote down that Kiarna is wearing a crown again.
Again, I have the same thing written down.
Yeah, I wrote she really does like that crown. Like,
Why is she constantly wearing a crown?
don't know. I really don't
This may
know.
have been one of Greg's issues with you.
What is with this crown?
God.
Welcome to We Wine Whenever. Grab your glass and join 3 Jersey Shore housewives, Wendy, Kelly, and Lori, as they dive into everything from Bravo drama to life's everyday chaos. It's unfiltered, it's hilarious, and it's the real talk you've been waiting for, from relationship to pop culture. We drink wine whenever, and we hope you do too. Don't forget to subscribe and give us a 5-star review. Cheers! Hi, welcome to We Wine Whenever. I'm Wendy.
I'm Kelly.
We are talking about Real Housewives of Potomac, Season 10, Episode number 1, Second Bloom. Worst name for an episode and party I've ever heard.
Agreed. Stupid concept for a party.
Yep.
I don't even know what the hell she's talking about when she explains it. I'm not following.
Oh, I understand what she's talking about, but it's dumb. We'll get there. We start out on September 2nd, 2025 at 5:10 a.m. at the Montgomery County Central Processing Unit. And this is when Karen's being released from prison. And she's in the back of the vehicle. The windows are dark, so we don't really see her, but she must be mic'd because we hear her voice and she asks for tissues repeatedly, which I think is very odd. Like, did we really need that scene? Was it that dramatic?
No.
Right?
I remember there was something about her glam, though. Like, did she get glam in the jail before she
No.
left?
No.
Okay.
No. She was in that car that you couldn't see her. And
Getting glam?
no, she went someplace before she went home.
She went somewhere to get her glam before she went home.
Yes, before she went home. So then we see 6 months earlier, Karen was sentenced to 1 year in jail for her DUI crash, March 1st, 2025. 2 days after her sentence, Giselle invites some of the ladies over to her place. And it's Giselle and Ashley there first. And they're talking about, is Karen going to be in Gen Pop? Is she going to be with murderers? And what did Giselle say?
She doesn't want her. Is she in the elderly section?
Right. She's like, is there an elderly section in the prison?
So fucking shady.
I think
so shady.
I actually thought to myself, well, if I had to go to jail, I would want the AARP section as well. I don't want to be with those young thugs.
You want to be in the senior section?
I do. I want to be in the senior.
With the shuffleboard?
I want the senior discounts, and I want to be in the senior section. That's what I want.
If you have to trade, like, for cigarettes, you want that discount.
Yes, yes. I mean, if I did smoke, for me, it would be I'd be trading for Oreos.
Some chocolate.
Vice. Yes. So Giselle and Ashley are talking about the Stacy and TJ situation. They believe that
Which I could care less about anymore.
I don't care either. I don't really care.
I don't care.
Nope. Do not care at all. Wendy and Kiarna show up, and this is the first time Wendy's actually been inside Giselle's home. She's been there before, but only allowed on the outside.
So funny. I totally forgot about that. When you saw Kiarna, were you surprised to see her back?
No, not necessarily. I actually had no idea who was coming back. I had no idea.
I don't know why Kiarna's back. She must have threatened to sue them when Ashley's friend, physically assaulted her. That's the only thing I can think of. She brought nothing to the table last year. And not only is she not bringing anything yet to the table this year, she's pissing me off with Wendy. But we'll get there too.
Yeah. So Stacy arrives next, but before Stacy arrives, Giselle is telling the ladies, she starts to tell them about, that she thinks that the TJ story's true. And as she's walking in, we hear this very loud belch, which I thought was just strange. Like, why would they even put that on camera? But later on in the episode, Giselle and Ashley keep commenting about her breath being bad.
And even that new girl did too, Angel.
Yes.
She co-signed it.
And I will say to you, I think that's horrible. Like, I mean, yes, bad breath is horrible too, but to call somebody out on that, like,
well, the thing is that some people, it's like a problem that they can't control. And I don't know if you like this clocked with you, but Anna on Anna's podcast, she was talking about somebody who has veneers, and she said something about veneer breath. I had never heard of it before, and she said there is a distinct smell, and it's not good when people have veneers, and I'm sure Stacy has veneers. She was on QVC crying out loud for crying out loud or whatever, Home Shopping Network. She probably has veneers, and that might be the issue. But some people really have a chronic problem.
Well, I looked it up after this to see, like, what is the story. So one of the things that does cause, bad breath is a medical condition, GERD, which would
Yes.
explain the belching, to be quite honest with you.
Yes. Yes,
So
yes, yes.
that's when I was like, that's probably why production left it in, because they knew that the whole bad breath thing was gonna come up. Like,
Right.
I don't
How
know.
horrible, though.
It is horrible. It's absolutely horrible. It's so
I'll tell you
shady.
what, when I got done with this show, I thought, "These women do not know how to treat other women."
No.
This show is so anti-women empowerment, it's disgusting. They do not raise women up. They do the opposite. This show, this franchise, I think more so than any other one.
I do agree with you on that. I mean, Giselle is the queen bee, right?
Of course.
And her and Ashley are thick as thieves. So
Mhm.
those two together are fine, but everybody else is just like, it's yeah,
They're the worst,
I know. I
they're
know.
the most guilty parties of it.
They are. It starts from the top. It goes from them
Yep,
on down, and the other
yep,
ones are just kind of trying to keep up with them.
exactly,
It's unfortunate, to be
exactly.
honest with you. They're talking about Karen, what she's going through, the fact that she's gonna have to shower in front of everybody. They're worried about that. They say that they're worried about Raven and Ray. Um, Giselle believes that she needs accountability, but she didn't necessarily think she needed to go to jail. I actually think the jail was a good thing for her. I mean, it's only 6 months.
Yeah, I mean, Giselle did bring up the fact that it's her 4th DUI, so maybe this will prevent a 5th, which, I mean, listen, you can pray we gotta pray because she got so
Yeah.
lucky that she didn't hurt anybody.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Ashley's asking Stacy what's going on with her and TJ after the reunion, and Stacy's still maintaining that she never paid TJ a dime. And Ashley's like, well, I don't know why TJ would, want to come up. Why would he come up with a retraction? He already put his receipt. He's already said on Instagram he was going to put his receipts out. Like, what are you
But he never
saying? Like,
has, right?
he never has put his receipts out. He never
No, he
has.
has not. He's had a year to do it.
Yeah.
I mean, listen, if he's really in litigation, maybe his lawyer told him not to, but proof is proof. You posting some kind of transaction on your social media, it's not gonna I don't know for sure, but it's not gonna make it so you can't use it as an exhibit, I don't think.
I wouldn't either, but we'll
Like,
have
all you
to.
have to do is, we Venmo each other all the time for stuff. Wendy Evigan just sent you a Venmo.
Right.
Just something as simple as that. He's never even posted that.
Right. Nothing. Nothing. Yeah. So Kiarna said, well, I've been trying to get on the Oh, Kiarna's telling Stacy, you've been trying to get on the show for a long time. And Stacy's like, well, I've been on TV for a long time. Like, I didn't need to get on the show. Listen, I mean, yes, she was on QVC. I believe she was fired from QVC. Like, that's what people talk
Really?
about. That's what the word on the street is, as Giselle would put it, is that she was fired from QVC.
Okay.
And supposedly it's very hard to get fired from QVC. So I don't know.
That's funny.
I don't know. I don't know if that's true or not. But who wouldn't want to get on the show? And, like, what does that even prove? Right? Like,
Yeah, I
what is
hate it when
like,
they even bring that stuff up because whether or not she was trying, the producers liked something about her and they put her on the show. I'm sure
exactly.
there are thousands of women trying to get on
Yes.
these franchises that
Yes.
don't. So something was appealing about her. She probably didn't have to threaten to sue like Kiarna because I'm convinced that's what she did. Because there is no reason this girl should be on this show. Absolutely not.
Yeah. So Stacy really doesn't want to, she doesn't want to keep talking about this. She's like, she was really hurt by TJ. She's like, I'm not the first woman to be hurt by a man. And she's like, if you're going to question me every time we're together now, Giselle's like, well, accountability is what this group is all about. And Stacy gets up and she walks out. She's like, okay, well, maybe I do need to reconsider. If this is all we're going to talk about every time I see you, maybe, this isn't the group for me.
I find it very rich that Giselle and Ashley are the ones that are trying to hold someone accountable. Giselle faked reuniting with her ex-husband as a storyline and was called out on it, and it was proven it was a lie.
It was? I didn't know
Ashley,
that.
it was 100% a lie. Monique brought out those text messages where he's telling some woman that he's just doing it for the show. He was
That's
dating his
right.
now wife.
That's right. That's right. That's right.
Ashley was married to a bisexual man who was clearly into men as much as women, going back to season 1, where he did something inappropriate to Katie's then husband or boyfriend and denies that. I mean, these women are complete jokes, and they're trying to hold Stacy
Stacy.
accountable.
Yeah. Yeah.
And listen, like we said, we don't even care. Who gives a shit about TJ? He was the most awkward person on any Real Housewives show to date.
He really was.
I'm glad he's gone.
Me too.
Let's
Me
move on.
too. Me too. But then they bring up Giselle and Ashley were in LA 2 days prior, and they sat down with this actress who happens to be the best friend of TJ, and she came with receipts and that Stacy was supposed to give 50% of her salary to him. What? I mean,
Now,
who in their right
if
mind would give
this
50% of their salary to, I mean, that makes no
and
sense.
if this is true, and there is some kind of proof out there that she's sharing a screenshot, why haven't we seen it? All this shit gets put online. It's just a pleading. If it's filed in the court of law, we can see it. Somebody would have found it by now. It's public record.
Yeah, I would think so.
She doesn't just have it because TJ's her best friend. If he filed something, it would be public record, and somebody could have found it by now. The producers most certainly could have found it. And they've known
Absolutely.
about this for months because they knew about it when this was filmed.
Right. Yeah. I mean, this was back in March. So, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So then we see, I guess they actually start filming 2 months later. May 1st, 2025 is the actual start of their filming. And we see Wendy's talking to Rhonda, her interior designer, and Happy Eddie and her kids are there. And she's talking about her remodel with the designer and, how she wants to switch things up. I like these scenes. First of all, I like when we get to see Happy Eddie. I like when we
Of
see her
course.
kids. I
Yep.
like her kids. Wendy said in her confessional that, Happy Eddie is doing very well financially.
Yes.
So, they're good. Like they can pick and choose what they want to do.
Which is awesome.
That is awesome. I'm happy for
Yep.
them.
I am too.
We see Giselle is out to lunch with her friend Cal. I mean, Cal's been around a long time.
Season 1.
Yep. Yep. Ashley and her friends and stylists are cleaning out her closet for donate pile. All right. Didn't need to see that. But the next scene I liked, Stacy walks into this Indian restaurant.
Real quick, I'm sorry. Did you notice, though, in that scene was that friend that she brought on Love Island? Remember, we were like, we never saw this guy before.
Oh,
He was in that scene.
I didn't notice that. Okay,
Yeah.
no, I missed that.
I forget his name, but he was in that. I'm almost positive that was
No,
him.
but he probably was. He probably
It
was.
was a
I
white
just
guy,
missed it.
right? It was a white guy.
Yes.
Yeah.
Stacy walks into the Indian restaurant and meets with this very tall man that she's very happy to see. And we find out that is Thiemo. I don't know how to pronounce his name. Her
I
ex-husband.
thought she called him Timo.
Timo? Okay.
I think that's what she called him.
Okay. I didn't hear her say
Not
his name.
Timu.
Okay, no.
Timo.
Okay. I was very surprised to see him because we had never seen him before, right? I mean,
no, we did not see him.
So then
I don't know how I feel about this. I kind of feel like this is fake too.
That's what people are saying. They think it's fake.
Yeah. I hope it's not for their daughter's sake. Like I always like to see people reunite even after they've been divorced, but I don't know. You know what the problem is? Because of last season, not that I want to hear about last season.
Right.
I feel like it is hard to believe Stacy. But I don't want to see all the other girls come at her all season because of it. Like
Right.
prove to us that this is authentic. Like I'm willing to give her the season to like prove that this is authentic and this is for real. And
Well,
they should too.
how do you prove it, though? Like, how do you actually prove it? Because
I think we'll figure it out as it goes on. I mean, it didn't take very long to
I'm
figure out that the
I
whole
mean,
TJ
yes,
thing was not.
that's true. We knew that immediately. We knew it
Yeah.
immediately the first
Yeah.
time they were together, right? So what she says in her confessional is she's like, as crazy as this sounds, like they decided to go on Christmas vacation together as a family. And actually, for the sake of their daughter, while they were away on vacation, they got notified that they were officially divorced, coincidentally, I guess.
Mm.
And while on vacation, they just looked at each other and decided that maybe we should just give this another try. I mean, I do think that that's interesting, especially when Ashley brings up later, like, there's no divorce, but I mean, he's from another country. I don't know. Like, I think that there's more to it than that. Like, you don't know where he filed for, like, how do you know where he filed for divorce?
Right. Well, it should be in the state documents. Like Ashley said, like there's nothing filed in the state of Virginia. But like you said, who knows? Like maybe they got married in his country.
Right.
Or maybe they're not married. Maybe they never got married. You know what I mean? Like, I mean, that would prove that she's a liar even more so, but
Yeah, but she had moved back to Potomac, right? Like, just before filming, right?
yes. Yes.
So maybe they got married in Pennsylvania and they were already
Right. Right.
separated. So maybe it's in another state.
Right.
Just
That's true.
because they live there now, like I don't know. I don't know exactly how it works, to be honest with you. Obviously, I've never filed for divorce, so I don't have any idea. But I'm just saying there are reasons that you can't find the divorce documents. Like if she's telling
Sure.
you she's divorced, I mean, can you take that for face value? Like, why do you have to question everything?
And not for nothing, Ashley, but you're no brain surgeon. Just
Yeah.
because you say you can't find a filed pleading in the state of Virginia, okay,
Right.
that doesn't mean that you did your due diligence and checked everywhere. I'm sure she's
Right.
got people doing things for her, but
Right.
just because you say it doesn't make it true.
I totally agree with you. I mean, like, come on. It's not like you're the
Like you're
brain of
Ashley
the
Darby.
right. Actually, I wonder what her maiden name is because it was Michael's Darby. I wonder what her maiden name is. But I did think it was a little odd what she said. She asked him like why he started sending her evites. Okay, that's a little weird.
Well, especially his answer, but he was like, "Well, thought it was weird to call you."
Right.
Why?
Or text you. Wait, why would that be weird? I think the evite's a weird thing.
Yeah, like Evites are very like 2005, right?
Yes. Yeah, I
I
thought that.
don't
I mean,
know.
does it have like hearts and flowers on it? Like is it like
Right,
the
like, is it one of
beautiful
those ones that you open up and, like, the doves fly out?
Yes,
Like
yes. I mean, well, that would be special. Like, I mean, maybe that's
yeah,
what it
yeah, yeah, yeah.
is. I don't know.
Maybe
I
yeah.
I I don't know.
Maybe he's trying to be romantic and throw it back. Like, instead of, snail mail, he's doing
Yeah.
Evites.
I mean, the other thing was they were still living together in the house before when they were in the process of divorce. So I imagine that they're still living in the house together, right?
Right. Right. So does she still like, you can't just when you're on your way to the bathroom be like, "Would you like to go to dinner tonight?"
Exactly.
You have to send an email. Do you tell her on your way to the bathroom, like, "Hey, check your email.
Check your evite.
You may or may not have plans tonight. Check your email."
I don't know. I don't know. I'm here to find out what happens though, and I'm going to give her the benefit of the doubt.
I am too. Oh, and mostly because Giselle and Ashley are coming so hard for her.
Yeah. And the other thing is the fact that she said they just told their daughter that they were getting a divorce because the whole last season her daughter didn't know, and now they tell her, and now they're divorced, and now they're going to get back together. Yo, that's very confusing.
Yeah, she does seem a little off her rocker. I'm not gonna lie. She definitely seems a little off her rocker. But I loved when she said we should write a book, and he was like, "There's plenty of books out there. We probably should have just read one."
That was
That
good.
was so funny.
That was good. So the next thing we see is Kiarna's new condo. So she moved out of Greg's place, and her mom Michelle is there. I think the
Her
place
mother
is
is
really nice.
gorgeous.
Yes, her mother is gorgeous.
God, I'm like,
Yes.
that's her mother. Like, literally could pass for her sister.
Yeah. No, I mean, I guess maybe her mom was very young when she had her. But
She
she's
still looks young, yeah.
yes, she does. So she moved out of Greg. At the reunion, they kind of knew that it was over because Greg really didn't want her filming. And I'll be honest with you, I don't really think Greg really brought that much to the table anyway. I think she was better off without him. Like, she was successful on her own.
Yes, yes.
So after she moved out 3 months later and she moved into this new place, then all of a sudden he decides to, call her up and say, "Well, you wanna go to Jamaica with me and maybe we can talk about us?" And she's like, "Yeah, sure." I don't know, like, why? Why?
I mean, I get it. You were in a long-term relationship. That's a hard decision to make. But she said he got his shit together. He was probably like, "Oh, damn, she's serious." And he asks you to go on vacation. Obviously, you're going to go. You're not over him yet. You're certainly not into anybody else yet. I get it. I get it.
She said that she's in therapy and she really wanted to, set the tone for what she wanted from her life. So, I mean, I hope she's really made it clear to him, like, what she expects. But first of all, I don't think her mother's really on board with this.
No, does not seem it at all.
And I don't blame her. I don't blame her. I think that she's a strong, independent woman and she could do this all on her own. I don't think she needs Greg, but she
Right.
may have to figure that out herself.
I think so, and I think she'll probably get there.
Yeah.
My next line is very exciting. The Happy Eddie is expanding to Jersey.
Yes. So you know what? I looked up his website today too. So he's just his product and it's distributed in many dispensaries.
He doesn't have his own dispensary.
He does not have his own dispensary. It is his product. It's like Vina. It's honestly like Tamara's. It's in other
Okay.
places. Although I don't know that Vina isn't. Maybe it is. I don't know if hers is, but his is in dispensaries. Because that's what I thought too. I thought, oh, he's opening up a place in New Jersey, so let me look up
That's what
on
I
his
thought, yeah.
website. No, he is, or maybe he even may be setting a processing, a place to manufacture it in Jersey. But
Yeah.
he's the manufacturer. It's his
I'm
product.
excited.
Yeah.
I'm not a partaker in that, but I have people who will be very happy to sample Happy Eddie and report back.
Yes. Her daughter said she wants to be a doctor just like Wendy, and the kids are like, Mom's not a doctor."
It's so funny. They're like, "What?"
"What?" And then her one son said that he doesn't wanna follow in his father's foot. He wants to work for Chick-fil-A.
Chick-fil-A.
I'm like, "Oh, I wonder if they have a brand partnership with Chick-fil-A now."
Thought the same thing. I thought the same damn thing.
Stay with us. We'll be right back.
Welcome to Husbands Watching Housewives. I'm Scott.
And I'm Jeff.
We're two husbands.
Each other's husbands.
Join us as we share our gay 40-something perspectives on all the Real Housewives shows.
We bring a balanced take on all the Housewives drama without the shouting matches or hot takes you see all over social media.
Catch us the day after each episode drops. Watch on YouTube or Spotify or listen wherever you get your favorite podcasts.
Follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok.
And find everything at husbandswatchinghousewives.com.
From Beverly Hills to Potomac.
We're here to stir their pot responsibly.
And then there's the rumor out there still about Stacy opening up her own line of marijuana products.
They don't seem very bothered by it. And, should they be bothered by it?
I would say no. I think the only thing to be bothered by about it would be the fact that Giselle called it out on the reunion and Stacy denied it. And I
Yeah.
do think that I do think that it is true. So then,
Yeah, if she denied it and then she really does it, then that's messed up. But, Wendy started a candle line after Karen Huger had a candle line.
yes, that is
I
true.
don't care
but
how many, or was it vice versa?
No, it was Karen was mentoring Wendy with the cancel line.
Yikes.
Yes, and Karen had a 3-wick.
Yes, it did come down to wicks,
Yes,
the
Karen's-
number of wicks.
Yes, but Wendy did say imitation is the greatest form of flattery, which I kind of agree with.
So color
Just-
me pink.
Yeah. So yeah, just own it. That's all. Just own it, right?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
So then we see Ashley goes to a boutique, and Gilda, the boutique owner, is there, and Stacy comes in to meet with her because she's looking for her dress for the second bloom ball, and it's for her after divorce being finalized. So this is what the second bloom is. It's her second bloom in life. Her first bloom was when she got married to Michael Darby and she had 2 children. Now that she's divorced, she's going to bloom again into the new Ashley. I mean, this is what she's telling us. I'm like, okay,
I'm not a fan of this Ashley, so hopefully she blooms into a better version.
that would be good.
Yeah.
Ashley immediately brings up, like, last time I saw you, things got a little bit tense. I wish you wouldn't have left. But I want to understand, like, why you did. And then she goes on to explain that, she was at the Essence lunch in Essence of Black Women in Hollywood luncheon, where this woman that was there, her and Giselle, and she's provided with receipts and documents that there is a lawsuit and there's court documents where she was named as the defendant and he was named as the plaintiff. Well, Stacy says, to Ashley, do you want to know the truth? And Ashley says, I do. And Stacy says, I've forgiven TJ. What?
She's not going to talk about it. I don't know why they keep spinning their wheels.
Like, okay. And he has gone on with his life and I'm in a completely different space. Like, okay. Really wasn't the question, but okay.
Right. Did you notice the woman standing behind the counter sipping her champagne, watching every second of this?
Oh, no, I did not. I
They
did
flashed
not.
to her.
That's so
This
funny.
is what drives me crazy, though. We really going to keep talking about this? Meanwhile, your friend Robin, her ex-husband, who she was supposedly still with, was swinging his dick around to anybody who would have it. She maintained for years that that's not what was going on. Giselle knew damn well what was going on. They all covered up for it. I'm sure at some point Ashley covered up for it. But really, we're going to still keep going after this girl for supposedly paying some guy to be her boyfriend last year? I mean, Kenya Moore did that years ago. She's not the first one. She probably is not going to be the last. Like, let it
Right.
go.
Right.
Let it go.
Ashley then asks her if she is actually divorced. And Stacy said she is divorced. And Ashley said, well, why is it not in any database? And listen, I don't blame her for walking out again because
No.
why? She doesn't owe Ashley any explanation for any of this.
No. And Ashley says, I have validation and proof. Where? You saying you saw something is not validating and proof to us. And
No.
what you saw could have been manufactured as well.
Right. Yep.
I just.
Yep. So Stacy leaves and we don't even know if she's going to go to the Bloom party, but the next thing we see is Giselle is walking around her house and she's happy to be an empty nester. And we find out a typical day for her is working out, and she's working on all her projects, her GNA and her Unreasonably Shady podcast. I haven't even seen her podcast, maybe because I just don't follow it. That's probably
I've never
it.
listened to it one time.
I used to listen to it a long time ago. I stopped listening.
I never liked Robin from right out the gate. I never liked her, so I couldn't sit through that.
Then we see Kiarna goes over to a new housewife, Angel's house, and she's there with her husband, a former NFL player.
No, he.
What
Oh,
is he?
yes. I'm sorry. the
NFL,
Broncos.
right?
Yes, Denver
Yes,
Broncos. Yes.
That's right. Former Denver.
He was pretty fine, wasn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah, he was real good looking.
And her father's there and also her son. We find out that Kiarna's been friends with Angel for about 20 years. So she's actually a real friend, which I like. I like it when it's a real friend. So maybe this is why Kiarna's still there.
Yeah.
Because they had to bring in 2 new people because they lost Mia and they lost Karen. So you want to kind of bring in people that are going to work with the people that are already there.
Yeah. No, you're right. And the fact that this woman had some kind of connection to Wendy.
Yes.
Was interesting.
Yes.
At this point in the show, I am not missing Mia and I'm not missing Karen.
No.
I thought that to myself. Like,
I agree.
yeah, I didn't.
I mean,
miss them at all.
I'm definitely not missing Mia.
Oh, I mean, talk about somebody who was just lie after lie after lie. Like that poor man, G. Like he is probably fit as a fiddle. His mind is probably 100%, and he was just playing along with her elderly bipolar storyline, right?
I wouldn't put it past him. I really wouldn't because
yeah.
that's who she is. Like she's a manipulator.
Right.
Yeah. Angel tells us that she is a mom entrepreneur, a journalist, and the biggest misconception about her is that she's a bitch because she has a really good resting bitch face. I thought that was funny.
We know a couple of people like that.
Her and her husband own a business in Colorado. It's called Wonderland Outdoors, and they're opening up a new location in Maryland. And she's originally from that area, Maryland area, and now she's coming back, and that's when she knew Kiarna from. And what else?
They provide luxurious outings
Yes.
like fishing, meditating, horseback riding, but upper scale.
Yeah,
And
expensive.
she said that meditating, expensive, helps her not be so reactive to stressful situations. I think I'm going to have to look into this meditation stuff.
Yeah. Yeah, I think that's a great idea. I think we all should.
Yeah.
So she knows Ashley. They start talking about she was her bottle girl once, so she knows Ashley.
That was fantastic.
That was great. And listen, I'll tell you what right now. Ashley would not even take offense to that.
How could she? You did it.
Right. I mean, and she was a proud bottle girl.
Yeah.
That's probably how she met Michael.
I would bet my life savings on it.
Right? It served her well. It served her well.
It sure did.
And then Angel, we hear, knows Wendy from college. Wendy was roommates with her college big sister. So she was obviously older than her. Kiarna said Wendy has treated her in a certain way on and off camera. And I'm like, when she made that statement, I was like, what is she talking about?
Nonsense.
Because even when she sits down and talks to Wendy about it, I still don't really, it makes no sense to me.
Because it's nonsense. It's some made up bullshit so she could be relevant. I really believe that. I think she came into this season like, shit, I better have beef with somebody. She's not going to go up against Ashley and Giselle because they're like a power couple. But I don't know what she's thinking with Wendy because she'll pummel her.
Exactly. That's what I'm thinking. Like, what is she thinking going after Wendy?
Yeah.
I don't know. So then it's the day of Ashley's. But wait a second. Oh yeah, we don't meet her until the ball. It's the day of Ashley's second Bloom Ball, and Kiarna and Angel are on the way to the ball, and Angel's excited to form her own opinion on the ladies. I really hope that that's true. I hate when new housewives come in and they already are already on their friend's side. Like they don't even give the other housewives a chance. So I hope that she really means this.
Well, I do too, especially because she has a little bit of a history with Wendy.
Right.
And Kiarna is making up some bullshit about Wendy.
Right.
So we shall see.
Yeah. I also wrote down that Kiarna is wearing a crown again.
I have the same thing written down.
Yeah. I wrote, she really does like that crown. Like,
why is she constantly wearing a crown?
Don't know. I really don't know.
This may have been one of Greg's issues with you.
What is with this crown?
God, the fucking crown off.
I know.
What are you, Burger King?
I know. I don't understand it. So Giselle brings her friend Tia. We meet Tia for the first time, and she met her at a Sotheby's event. She said that she's a refined lady, and they bonded over having twins. I think that's very interesting.
Yeah, she's a high-end real estate agent.
Yes, and she is from London. Her family is part of the royal family.
In Nigeria.
Yes, but she's from London.
So wait a minute, isn't Wendy Nigerian?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Yes, she grew up in London, I guess, but she did say her family roots go back to Nigeria.
To Nigeria. Right. Yeah. And then we see Charisse is there.
Why?
I know.
Why? I don't want to see Charisse. Charisse is not happening.
Why don't you like Charisse? Why don't you like her?
I just don't like her. I felt like she always came for Karen. I felt like she just acted like she was so much higher than everybody else. Like, I mean, I don't know. Maybe she did have more money than the rest of them, but she came off like an asshole.
Actually, I mean, I don't know. I didn't necessarily have a problem with Charisse, and I actually think it would have been smart to bring her back this season since Karen wasn't going to be there. And I know Giselle has Robin also, and Giselle, like, they were really friends with Charisse.
Yes.
So, I don't know. I
I
didn't have
don't
a
need to
problem with
see
it.
her.
All right.
I know. There's weird things with me. I can't even pinpoint why I don't like her. I just always felt I never liked the way she came for Karen. Like Karen called herself the Grand Dame. Okay, who cares? That really bothered Charisse.
Because I think where that comes from is that the show really started because of Charisse. Like, she was the first one cast, and I think everyone was cast off of her.
Okay.
Kind of like the Salt Lake City Lisa Barlow thing. Like, the Salt Lake City really started because of Lisa Barlow.
Did it really? I didn't know that.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Salt Lake City started because of Lisa Barlow.
And I didn't know that Potomac started because of Charisse.
Yes. So, that could be because then Karen came in and,
She kind of stole the show, Karen. But listen,
yeah.
this is what happens.
Right.
You don't
Yeah.
see it coming,
Right.
but it's always an ensemble cast, but sometimes some shine brighter than others.
Yeah. That's
This
true.
is what happens.
Yep. So Stacy does actually show up to the event. Wendy sees Angel and says that she's a familiar face. She doesn't remember, like, specifically from Temple, but she recognizes her face.
She does say, I don't know her, which, let's face it, ever since Mariah Carey said that on Watch What Happens Live, when you say that, it can be taken as an insult.
Right.
So she probably should not have said that. But then she did say, but we're acquaintances.
Right.
She's a familiar face,
Right.
But but we were not in the same circle. But I'm wondering if this is going to become a thing that she said, I don't know her.
Probably, because that's what they do. They make something out of nothing, right?
You got it.
So Ashley then is announced as Duchess, and Angel throws some shade from Bottle Girl to Duchess. I love a good come up story. I was like, oh my God.
Was this Ashley's quinceañera? Like, what is going on with the stairs and the sparklers and like, what are we doing?
I don't know. I really don't know. I
You
don't.
got divorced.
Right. We've seen divorce parties before. We've seen them. Like, other housewives have had divorce parties. This is not the first one we've seen. This may be
No,
the
but,
first one that looked like a quinceañera.
Yeah,
And
exactly.
and you got a new title of Duchess. What are you Duchess of? What are you
Right.
Duchess of?
Right.
It makes no
Is
sense.
this a play on Grand Dame? Like, is this trying to throw shade at Karen?
Oh, gosh. And then after that, that's when Kiarna goes up to Wendy and, has a sit down with her, how she feels like, she treats her one way on the show. And then when they're not on the show, her friendship with her is phony.
Okay, but hold on a minute. Wendy and Giselle are sitting there in the middle of a conversation.
Mm-hmm.
And Kiarna comes and sits down. And just because Wendy did not acknowledge her right away, she says,
Right.
okay, so you're being rude? No, bitch. You just sat down in the middle of someone else's conversation and
Right.
started talking. That's rude. Right?
Absolutely.
And
Absolutely.
then, she totally tried to turn it on Wendy. I'm like, what is this girl doing?
She went in there. She went into that conversation with an agenda and a chip on her shoulder. Like, there was no
For
way
sure.
that this conversation was going to go any other way than the way it went.
Like, how about you don't interrupt someone else's conversation?
Right.
None of this made sense. Then they were talking about the event, and I understood what Wendy was saying. Like, she was a sponsor. Wendy was giving her moment. Like, hey, look
Right.
at you, like gassing her up. No, she didn't say she was presenting because she didn't want to take away from your moment.
Right.
And then when you got there and she was on stage, you really want her to start waving
I know.
like a 5-year-old seeing their parent off the school bus? Come on.
Yeah, no, it was weird. It was very weird what she was expecting. It made no sense.
It made no sense.
And I think Wendy did a perfect job of explaining to her, like, what happened and, what her reasons were.
Right.
But she still didn't accept it. She didn't accept it.
No, because it's all nonsense.
Yeah.
She's trying to have a moment. She's trying to create some fake beef.
Yeah, that's it. That's exactly what I think it is.
Wendy's too classy for that.
No, she
It's gonna
definitely
fall
is.
flat.
It's like, who has time for that? This is what gets me. Like, who has time for this? Even the whole Ashley and Giselle going after Stacy about the TJ. Like, is there nothing else going on in your lives that we can't have?
Well, it's
Seriously.
just like the guys said yesterday when we did our pod with Husbands Watching Housewives. Like, we want to see you show us what you're doing in your life that makes you interesting enough to be a housewife. That's what we want to see. We don't want to see you trying to bring down another woman. And that, I feel like this whole episode was all of that. The whole episode
Yeah.
was one woman trying to bring down another woman.
Yes. Yeah. And then, this is when Ashley brings it up to Stacy. She said, the one thing that gets me is that when you're going to lie to me, I mean, your breath can stink and I can get past that.
Awful.
And then, they just keep making comments again over and over about it. It's like, come on, seriously, come on.
And not only that, then she starts making fun of her shoe size and gallop away, like insinuating she's a horse. It was just very, very
Mean
middle
girl.
school, very
Yeah.
mean girl.
Yeah.
Very, very mean girl. I'm so not into this. I mean, I'm still going to watch it.
I know. Listen, then Stacy asks if she can talk to Ashley without Giselle there. And, she does. And Giselle's like all bent out of shape. But Giselle does get, she does fire it up. She's like, I hope you can appreciate me showing up today because, I want you to know of the things that are not true. As she said, well, something smells fishy. And now I'm thinking,
Yeah.
is this another dig? Like, is this another
Right.
dig? What are you hiding? Like why are you hiding these things? And Stacey's like, my question is, why do you have to be so messy? And then that's when, she brings up about the shoes, like you said. She's like, Ashley says, you're a full grown woman and you misrepresented yourself while she's pointing her finger at her. I was like, wait a second.
Again.
You're telling her she's a full grown woman, but yet you're pointing your finger at her like she's a child.
Yep. And Ashley accusing anyone of misrepresenting themselves. Come on.
Yeah.
It's a joke. They all have done it one time or another. They've all
have
done
done
it.
it. They all have done it. And then we see some, coming up this season. And we do see a scene where Stacy says, in New York, I lied. I'm like, why couldn't we have that in the first scene? Like, I don't know. How far do we have to go into this season for her finally to admit that she lied so that they can move on? Like, seriously.
Right. And like, what are you lying? Is she lying about the TJ thing? Is that what we think she's
Well, she
accused
said
of
in New York.
admitting?
That's the only thing
Yeah,
I can
so-
think of because she said
Right.
in New York, I lied. It's the only thing it could be is the TJ thing.
I don't know. It's probably not, though. You know how this goes.
I know, maybe it's not. I don't know, but it's so annoying that this is what we got for our first episode.
I totally agree with you. I mean, it was just.
Yeah, I think it was a fail. I think the first episode of Potomac was a fail.
Yeah. And I really hope that this is not what we're watching all season. A bunch of girls shitting on each other. Because I'm not here for that at all.
I agree. I want to see what's going on.
Yeah, I want to give you an update on where I'm at with my rewatch of Real Housewives of New Jersey.
Oh, okay. Where are you at?
I'm on season 6. And this may be an unpopular opinion, but I love the twins, Teresa and Nicole. And I want them to bring the twins back. I think we need the twins back. We need an update on the twins.
But they can't bring the twins back because the one twin's husband was like litigious. Remember?
Reno? No, you're thinking of Amber. No, that's what I was going to say next. So
Okay.
Amber and
I'm
Jim
confusing.
Marchese. Yes.
Yes,
Amber
yes,
and
yes.
Jim Marchese,
That's
who I
right.
saw him one time because when I worked at Gertler's office, we had the top floor. We shared it with Hackensack Meridian in this corporate park, and we were downsizing into a smaller building in the same corporate park, and they were showing our office space, and Jim Marchese came walking through, and one of the attorneys came running into the billing office where I was, and she was like, "Did you see who that was?" I'm like, "Oh, I saw it." But this is the funniest thing. So I'm watching and I'm like, I'm just going to look them up. So this is what I do as I'm rewatching. So I Googled Jim Marchese Jim Marchese, Amber Marchese, and Bobby Chizzuli all have an IMDb.
Because of his commercials. Is it because of his commercials?
There's something else that he produced and directed, and she's listed as a producer and a director as well. I forget something. You have to look up his IMDb. The
Okay.
picture is so cringy of him.
It's
Like,
so funny.
oh my God. I was I should have screenshot it and sent it to you in a
You
text.
should
I don't know
have.
why I didn't, but I was laughing so hard. But yeah, I would love the twins to come back. And I love
That's right.
Teresa's husband, Reno.
Okay, so one of them was like so it's so long ago, I'm
I
like,
know.
it's fuzzy, like, I just confused Amber, I totally forgot about Amber. So one of them, Reno is the one who had the restaurant in,
Yeah,
like,
New
in
York.
Little Italy, right?
Yes.
And then the other one, what was her story?
So Nicole was divorced. She had 2
Okay.
boys that you never met. I guess maybe their father didn't sign off. But she was dating Bobby Chizzuli. So I remember looking this up originally when
That's
he was on the
right,
show.
that's
So his
right, that's
family
right.
is the Chizzulis who own all the car dealerships.
In New
But
Jersey.
he was in New Jersey, yeah. But he was a fireman. I mean, I'm assuming he was just like a rich boy who,
Right. Who
just kept
always
himself
wanted to be
busy.
on this show, who always wanted to be on the Housewives.
Percent.
Right,
He
right,
would go
right.
to Teresa's book signings.
Yes,
And I
yes.
think he sought out Nicole because he had been friends with Jim Marchese for 10, 15 years or something like that. So Jim probably told him, because they all lived in Colts Neck. It's not,
Mhm.
it's not a big town. It's a small town. He
Right.
probably told him. Amber got called for the show. So did the twins. Nicole is single. Bada bing, bada boom.
Very interesting.
Yeah,
Very
but they
interesting.
all 3 of them have IMDb's. Bobby Chizzuli, Amber, and Jim Marchese.
Okay, I'm gonna have to look it up so I could
You
check out
gotta
his
look it up.
picture.
Jim Marchese's picture is hysterical.
So you know what I learned today? I was listening to Humble Brag, and Crystal announced that she was actually asked to be on Wife Swap. She was gonna be the first episode.
My gosh, I wonder why she didn't do it.
Well, I know why she didn't do it, because there's only 4 episodes, so it would be 1 episode, and it would be really Rob and her kids, like, stuck with this stranger, and she would be gone, and, they didn't wanna participate in that, and it's not like they need the money,
No, definitely not.
right? That's why she didn't do it, but supposedly, there was 3 others that were asked, and she knows who they are, but
Before the 4 that went.
yeah.
So the 4 that are doing it were like B-list?
Well, yeah, I guess you could maybe C or D, who knows? I don't know how many others.
Exactly.
I don't know
That's
how many.
interesting.
Yeah, yeah. I don't know how many others there were. I was like,
Unless they're being asked for like future, like I think that this is like a test run.
well, she was asked a long time ago.
That's interesting.
She said she was asked a long time ago. And she's not been off that long. I mean, this is only her first year off.
This will be her second
Well,
season.
'cause
The second season they're filming.
once it airs. Yeah.
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 Yeah. So I was like, oh, that's interesting. And the other thing I wanted to bring up, did you see on social media, it looks like Brittany finally had plastic surgery?
Yeah, it looks like she got a reduction and a lift and possibly a tummy tuck. And God bless her for
Yes.
it.
Yes. And maybe some
Because
lipo. Good for her.
listen, I think I've said it, like, and I don't mean to be mean. I have very large boobs and I hate them, quite honestly. I don't think her stylist ever did her any favors by putting her in outfits that just accentuated the size of her breasts,
Right.
but not in a flattering way. And I think what her stylist would put her in would make her look more heavy than she is or
Yeah.
was. And people were horrible on social media about it.
And she never really wanted them that big to begin with. Like, she didn't want,
No, it was all him.
when I look at pictures of her when she first came on, she looks like a different person.
She does. She does. Because even her face.
Yeah. Yeah. So I'm happy for her. I'm happy that she's
Me
she's doing
too.
what she needs to do for her. I was surprised though. So I'm thinking they must be done filming The Valley if she just had this done, right? Because there's no way
Yeah,
she's
I mean,
doing
unless
that while
it's
she's
just part of
filming.
her. Yeah, unless it's part of her story,
Well,
But
that'd
then
be
you can't
something.
really film. Yeah.
I mean, but who knows? I mean, maybe who knows? Maybe it is a part of her story. But either way, I'm happy for her.
Me too. So happy for her. People are really split between this Sheena and Lala beef. You see that?
No, I haven't. Actually, I have not seen that.
Like I saw something today. It was like, whose team are you on? And it's,
Really?
I gotta say, I think it's 50-50, but it may be more people leaning towards Sheena's side.
That's interesting.
It is interesting.
That's
Did you see?
interesting.
So you saw the video of Ocean calling her
My God.
sister a bitch?
Stepsister. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So when Lala says, "Where did you hear the B word?" So now there's a new video out of her saying, "Where did you hear the B word?" And then they flash to like probably 10 scenes of Lala calling somebody a bitch on VPR. It is so funny.
That is funny. That is funny. No,
That
that's
video is so cute though, because that little girl is adorable and she's just brushing her hair, like,
yep.
like just trying to act like a teenager. I thought it was adorable.
It is adorable. It is adorable. And honestly, I love that, like her mom heard her and she stopped in her tracks and went back right over there. Like, what did you
Yeah.
just say?
Yeah.
I love, like, that's a real parenting moment. Like, those are
Yep.
things I like to see.
Yep.
Like,
And she kept
yeah.
recording. And then she was
Yep.
like, my mom's mad at me. That really hurts my feelings or whatever she said.
So cute.
Like it was just so innocent.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, it was
super
good.
cute.
All right. So until next time, thank you for watching and listening. Please subscribe and give us 5-star reviews. Bye.
Bye.